I was thinking about switching the name from the singles ministry.
What are you gonna call it?
The unmarried ministry.
Why an unmarried ministry?
Because every time someone mentions a singles ministry or singles, they think about dating. They ask about, are any men gonna be there? It's not a hookup. This was not the world.
Okay, so Mike, tell me what this unmarried ministry is all about.
The unmarried ministry is simply going to equip for relationships, relationship with your children, relationship with one another, relationship with God, and a possible relationship with your hopefully spouse when you're prepared.
So you mean that the girl that comes up to me and say they've been waiting 12 years, six months, 23 hours, 2 minutes, 5 seconds, and their husband has not, and they also been praying in the spirit, and his man has not manifested yet. Are we gonna deal with those people?
Of course we are.
You're so silly.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Did anybody else notice that when they were talking about this new ministry that they were going to have with preparing to be in a relationship with someone, that they mainly focused on the women? He said that the women were asking, are there going to be any guys there? And then she said, the woman that was waiting 12 years and trying to prepare herself to be married. So, in the Black community, they always focus on the women needing to be prepared, needing to improve themselves, needing to be flexible to bend to whatever will and need that the man wants. I mean, we all understand that's what happens. That's the reason why Kitten Hills was able to grow his page to such a large platform in such a short amount of time, because of the fixation on Black women fixing themselves for Black men. Even though centuries of data has proven that no matter how much you prepare yourself, fix yourself, mold yourself for Black men, the outcome still primarily is the same. And that outcome is that they could care less about your happiness and they will never change for you. But let's get back into Marsha and Michael, because I know you all are wondering what happened to this beautiful woman and her God-fearing husband. And the breakup wasn't pretty.
So they both were living in this house together. Obviously, this was very toxic, as we'd been out there multiple times over minor issues, and then the rest is history as to what happened last night. This is senseless. This is absolutely senseless. This was an argument over electricity, which he became enraged and committed this kind of violence.
I was fighting and in order to get off me, I basically shot him. Yeah, that's how I think I shot her into the house. And my son attacked me. He was running home with her. He attacked me. I had my weapon on me. And while they were attacking me, I shot him.
So how did the man that was going to be preparing and teaching Black women through ministry and faith end up unaliving the woman who he seemed to care so deeply for in these videos? Not only did he unalive her, but he unalived her 28-year-old son in front of her grandchildren. And most people would say this couldn't possibly be over an electric bill. Nobody could be that enraged over an electric bill. And he was supposed to be everything that she prayed for. He was supposed to be everything that she had prepared years and years and years for. He was supposed to be the one who came and swept her off her feet and made everything in the world so much better for her. But unfortunately, she didn't know that she was living with the devil and had invited him into the lives of her and her son. This beautiful woman, mother of one adult child, grandmother of 2 children, as you can see on this photograph. You can see who her son chose. We're not going to get into that. Nonetheless, she was cut down by this monster that is standing beside her. This woman filed for divorce, went through a divorce, and the judge told her that she had to allow this man to live in the same home with her even after the divorce, until they were able to sell the property and divvy up proceeds from the sale. So it's no doubt to me that this man, in true Dusty fashion, was probably all around the house, throwing little temper tantrums, writing his name on the orange juice, on the boxes of Frosted Flakes, demanding to be treated like the man or the king of the house, knowing damn well that they no longer were in a union together, and more than likely wanting to be the HBIC, the head bitch in charge of the house, just causing unnecessary friction in the house. I myself would not want to be in a home with a man that I have divorced, but I can understand if she purchased that house and she was the sole provider, that she wanted to hold on to something because it was hers. But you know how these dusties are. They won't just grab their 3 trash bags and go. They want to make everybody's life miserable. So instead of just leaving, I think he probably conjured up in his mind that if she did eventually sell the house, that without her, he didn't have anybody to lean on. So he decided that she had to go, her and her son. And because we come from a patriarchal society, this is not just within the black community, it is worldwide, but it is exacerbated within the black community. You see, because within the black community, you have men who will not stand up to other races of men, but will stand 10 toes down on the women and children within their own race. This man is the devil in sheep's clothing. I believe that he sought Marsha out for his own personal gain, and he knew that she was very vulnerable and could possibly be manipulated for at least a short period of time because of her religious beliefs. And then when he found out that she actually had a backbone and wasn't willing to put up with his nonsense, he decided she had to go. This man supposedly checked all the boxes. He was God-fearing. He didn't have a criminal record. He supposedly worked, even though it was in ministry, which we all know that the majority of the time when black men work in ministry, they are really just con artists manipulating the women in the church and getting rich off of them, and they really don't even believe in what they're saying most of the time. But nonetheless, this was a man that was supposed to be the perfect catch. Black women, it's time to open your options. And by opening your options, that doesn't mean for you to take your broken mentality over to other races of men and start worshiping them. A large percentage of black women have a very distorted view of what a relationship is supposed to be. So many of us are so used to being the man and the woman in the relationship that we have totally given our femininity away to the men in the community, only for them to turn around and say that we're emasculating them because they have chosen not to step up to be men.
Good morning. Good morning. I just wanted to take the time to just have a short little powwow with you. This is Coach Marsha, and I know it is early in the morning, but sometimes it does take an early riser in order to get your day going. Before you get ready to go to work, before you get ready to do anything this morning, I just want you to remember that God has you throughout the day. It doesn't matter what it may seem like today. It doesn't matter what's going on around the world. It doesn't matter what's going on in the economy right now. God is still in control.
So that God-fearing man woke up to that every morning and decided that he needed to put her and her son in a pine box. Some things, meaning people, cannot be rehabilitated. They are who they are. You can't pray them into being something else. You can't manifest them into being something else. They are who they are. Black women, be safe. And please, please get yourself away from people like this man, Mike. This was not the preparation that God was preparing you for. Rest in peace, Marsha Ebanks. Thank you for watching my video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about my commentary. And watch some more of my other videos.